I think I'm live and I didn't know that. All right, so what I wanted to share tonight, and please ignore the background. I wanted to share a quick thought. If success was easy, everyone would have it. So, what do I mean? Well, success, whatever that might mean for each person, for each one of us, if it was easy, would definitely be easy to achieve and everybody would have it. But it's not easy. Success is not easy, far from that. Um, there are certain attributes that someone needs in order to be successful. And more important than being talented, more important than being skilled, gifted, more important than that, it's not per se, it's to be self motivated and to be so obsessed with finding uh, what is that you want for yourself, what is that you want in your life, what is success for you, and to be so obsessed with getting that you will continue even when you don't have a clue if you are doing the right thing, if you are on the right path, if you are close to reaching success or not. So I could have made. So that's what I wanted to share. For example, in order to be successful, and you really want to start with asking yourself what means success to you, who are you, and what success means to you. Because if you don't know who you are and you don't know what success is, because sometimes you say, somebody will say, there are people who I can see them, they are happy with just having a job and a payment and stuff like that, and that's fine, it's okay. And there are people who they're happy with just having a family and just which is wonderful, it's great. There are people who wants to travel the world and see as many places as possible, 20 places, 20 countries, 20 or the entire world, and that's really fine, it's amazing. Some people, they took a journey only to find out 20 years later that whatever they achieve in their life, it's not making them happy, it's not what they want. So success means something different for everybody. But in order to really be successful, in order to say, yeah, I know what I want and I know what success means for me, you have to start with asking yourself who I am, what makes me happy, what do I have in my life, and what do I want more to have in my life, what I don't have in my life. So those are important questions. This is like when you see in the movie that people going to a shrink or a psychologist, and those they keep asking questions. So it's the same. You can keep asking yourself the right questions until you get the answer that will give you clarity. And like I always say, and I hear Jim Rohn, Napoleon Hill, Tony Robbins, and all, and those are great, bright minds. And it's like they say, clarity. You start with having a clear vision of what you want. Clarity, it's power. So it's powerful. So having clarity, and I would say having clarity of who you are. And don't mean of who you are in terms of, you develop your identity from the moment or time you born until you become about 18, 20 years. And how you develop your identity, it's influenced by external factor that influences your mind, your thinking, your perception, and everything else. So what happens? Your education, your schools, your parents, your neighbors, your friends, um, your parents' friends, the government, the country, the system, the economy, whatever, influences how you develop your identity. And you can't really say, some they get it right the first time, but there are very few of them. And even them, they don't really get it right, and they need help at some time. There are no people out on the roads screaming, "I got help! I've been coached! I've been influenced, and I didn't know." Um, at some point in time, I felt like I got blocked, and I didn't know. I was confused, and then I got this. So there are no people running on the streets giving you that. But definitely, even the people that you see, they are successful. They are successful because they start with the question, what is my who I am, what I want, who I am, and they looked to exchange, to get rid of the confusion and gain complete clarity of who they were and who they needed to be, who they felt they want to become. And it's like I said in one of the short video that I made a few days ago, you are not afraid of who you are. You are afraid of who you are not. And because who you think you are not is the person that's supposed to get you everything that you want in your life. So I know it sounds complicated, but is really not. Another key factor to be successful in your life, and it's to have friends that are not afraid to show you opportunities because they might be afraid you will just um, out you just outcome them, get ahead of them. So you need this type of a people who will not create opportunity, but they will not be afraid to show you or put you in that opportunity. So this is again, success don't just fall into your laps, like I like to say. um, and people said, you see in the internet so much information about success and how successful people, they never stop. They didn't. But if you go and you talk to them and you ask them, and I am sure they will tell you that the hardest part was to have a clear vision of who they are and where they want to be. So this is the toughest part, and this is the missing key. And that's what's going to keep you motivated. So I would say this is important to start with gaining clarity. Who are you? What's your identity? Your identity is who you believe you are at your very core, your set of values. For example, my most important values, my number one value is freedom. My second value is integrity. And then so many others that comes contribution among other, honesty, compassion, empathy, love, stability. So those are my values, and those they make me the right candidate to be a proper influencer, to be a proper coach, and so on. Because without those, so your values build your identity. But what is most important is if you see a person that is, I don't know why it comes to me, pianist, and it's come this to me, and I will use this for example. Being a pianist, it's being a pianist, it's a role. It's not your identity, but it's a role. Like being a coach is a role. It's not my identity. Who I am, I'm a great person, a person of values, a quality. That's pretty much my identity. My role as a coach, it's a role that I build based on my identity and based on my values. At least this is my vision, that's my opinion, and that's how I see things. And you see a pianist that is very successful. He sings, he plays so beautiful, and he creates so much beauty through sounds and through his piano play. But that person is not necessarily successful. It's successful on the role of being a pianist, but could be a man or a woman that she doesn't consider her personal life to be a success. So in order, let's not complicate things. You might be sitting in a beautiful place, in a pretty house, and still you might wonder if you are successful, and still you might be confused, and still you might not be happy, and so on. And that's because you didn't get clarity with who you are and what is really important to you. So anyway, this was just a trial because it's my first YouTube in a very long time, since long I remember. So this is something I wanted to share, and I'll do the same next time tomorrow. Love and peace to all of you.